Alright guys, let me show you what's happening here. I am actually working on the bean planter again, and on the no-till coulters, and putting new bearings into them. I've got there's 2, 4, 6, there's 7. I gotta go through. I think there might actually be one more, but I gotta double check. But putting new bearings into the coulters. I did get some of my bearings brought down this morning. I actually get these SKF bearings through Napa. Like I said before, they actually have a delivery route that they run morning and afternoon. Makes it really nice. And so they just bring stuff right here to the farm and drop it off. But I've already got all the bearings cut out of the hubs. Kind of hard to video much, especially run the torch, because inside the shed here, and then you get the bright light from the torch running, it can kind of screw up the autofocus and the lighting and darkening on my camera. But I've already got all these bearings here cut out. That's actually the only way that I've ever been able to find to get them out of there. Is just take and chop them out with the torch. Pretty simple. And there are 2 bearings per blade. See that ring in there inside? And so you take, let me see if I can lean that up like that. And so one bearing will go in from this side, and it'll press down to that ring there on the inside of that casting. Flip it over, and you press the other bearing in this way. And that way it's a double bearing. Now, the original kinze setup had grease zerks. I don't do that. And if anybody out there runs kinze planters with coulters, I would highly suggest that you do the same thing, because the kinzes are greasable, but I actually just simply run a seal bearing. They run for a long time. And if I remember right, when we got the planter, I think I counted as like 125 grease zerks. And so that's why when I put new bearings in these coulters, I put seal bearings in. A lot less hassle. And so that's that. So I'll be showing you some video here, pressing the bearings in and getting these coulters remounted back on the planter. And so I'll be showing you that once I get ready to drop these in the press and stamp the bearings into it. All right, I got this set in here on the press. That's one bearing. Right here's the second one. The old shed, when I had the doors all shut down, it doesn't have as much lighting like what the new shed's got. Right there's the boom truck. But it's also 40 years older, so that does make a difference. What I do, I actually just use, I found out that great things to use the press with are impact sockets, because you can just go up and down 1/16 at a time. So I just set that socket right on top of that bearing and press it right into the hub. Okay, and there the bearing goes in. And now I'm going to raise it up, pull the coulter out, flip it over. And we are ready to press the other one in. Just sits right in there like that. Put the bearing on top, put the socket on top, and press down. Okay, there we're down on the socket, and it's going in, just like that. That's got it. Like I say, I run the Napa sealed bearings. I like them over the Kinze bearings because, for one thing, it eliminates a lot of grease zerks, and it's just as easy. So yeah, that's got that, getting the bearings pressed in. Next step will be to get the coulter remounted back on the planer. And we are now under the planer. This here is row number 1. Hopefully you can see and it's not too awful dark. I've already gotten done here on the front. I did that's row number 19, and I've already done row number 17. And clear down that end, I think it was actually row number 30 that I had to put new bearings in that coulter as well. And so now that the front part of the planer is done, we're going to go underneath here. It's got this bolt, and there's some spacers that go in each side. These little guys. Like I say, hopefully it's not too awful dark. There's that spacer. Get that thing turned around. And that thing actually right there, that's actually the sweep auger for the grain bin. We needed a good spot to keep it at, and so we just keep it here underneath the bean planer, and it works good. Okay. Trying to get that spacer lined up. There's actually four different hole settings that you can go to, and I always run in the top of the 4. Okay, put that lock nut on like that, and now I gotta grab my wrench and impact. It does help if I had the impact going the right way. And that's got it. Pretty simple, really. So, like I say, hopefully you can see that pretty well in the dark here. But I've already got the front all done. And so that's how you put new bearings into the no-till coulters on the Kinze bean planer. Like you see, they're actually pretty simple. And of course, you can't forget the good old 4840. But on this one right here, I already did it on that back there, the one I just did, that's row number 1. But when I put sealed bearings in and chop out the old original Kinze bit bearings, I always take the grease zerk out. And I just take a little black silicone, plug that hole shut, done deal. But yeah, that works pretty good though. Just put sealed bearings in, and it's just a lot less hassle. So hey, take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.